Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to YASSERTV. Welcome to another match reaction. Chelsea 2, Ipswich 2. And yeah, man, it's a very disappointing game. And I think when it comes to a big dent in our top four hopes, very big dent. And it's not something that you can't say you didn't expect, because we've been so inconsistent this season. And you know, certain players just haven't stepped up, and some players just haven't been worse than we also expected. So it's a very strange game. The first 20 minutes, we were basically all over them, pinned them back in their own half, in their own box, basically. We had the ball all the time, crossing the ball in. We had chances with Jackson. We had a chance, I think, with Madueke. A chance with, I think, Chalobah shooting from outside the box. We had many chances. Didn't score, didn't capitalise. I mean, one ball over the top. I think someone ran through. I think was it Enciso or someone ran through, passed the ball out wide. Cucurella was defending two players on his own. The ball gets crossed. The ball gets put across the box, and Cowell does not know where his man is. He's late. So by the time he puts the tackle in, it's too late. You're too far away from him when you realise where the player is, and he scores the first goal. So it was like a dagger. Straight away conceded. And it was like all the work we put in the beginning just thrown away straight away. One chance, one goal for them straight away. And you think, you know what, we'll get back into it. We'll do our best. And all this is without the lap. Without their number 7 as well. Omari Hutchinson wasn't there. Alright, no problem. Let's go to the next. We keep playing. And they score again. This time it's Chalobah running out to do something, to clear a ball out where he has no business being in the first place. He goes to clear the ball out, realizes, oh, how he messed up. The ball's gone on the right hand side, and it just all that space on the right, they cross the ball in. Obviously, the guy beats Cucurella in the air, which is not something I can really blame him for. But why is Chalobah not getting back straight away? Two individual mistakes from two of the centre backs. Now, Maresca's being blamed here because in the first game against Ipswich, away when we lost, he decided to put a centre-back at right-back, which is what he done today with Chalobah, when we had two right-backs on the bench. So explain that for me. Can anyone explain that? Anyone here? No. Okay, next. So the game goes on. We don't manage to... So we go into half-time with 2-0 down. We haven't managed to score. Useless crosses in the box, left, right and centre. It's just cross after cross after cross. I've also said that before, where we need to take more risk and take more crosses, but it's like when they're just useless, like just crossing in the air for no reason, cross it back for no reason, cross again, and it's just going over everyone or hitting the first man, so there's no in between. You need someone to take the risk. Second half comes in, he brings on Sancho eventually. And at that point, we've already scored the first goal. So, sorry, let me go back to the first goal. Madueke puts the ball in. And I think it was like a Twanzebe own goal. I think Enzo was going for it. He just tried to toe poke it before Enzo gets there. Okay, 2-1. We're in a very good position now. You know what? We can go back. We go back into the game and it's just wasteful. Just whatever we try. And look, I have to give Ipswich credit as well. Like, their goalkeeper was good. The wrong Palmer performed today. Palmer on the right was a bit more effective than when he was moving to the left. He kept dropping deep, picking up the ball, trying to distribute the ball, sometimes not as quick as we needed him to do it, but he was still doing it, so fair enough. But it's like there was nothing else that we wanted to see. We wanted to see more. We wanted to see better. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone that shot from outside the box either overhit the ball or underhit the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's like, okay, cool. Sancho comes on. We get the corner. He passes it to Sancho from, I think it was right outside the box. I think, or just across. Boom. What a strike. What a goal. 2-2. Now we need to get one more goal. And he was right. It was a good timing as well when the goal came in. So it's like we had enough time to get back into the game. But no, it's Chelsea, innit? So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do, waste time. And he then he decided to bring on Gusto. Now, oh my lord, yeah, this Gusto guy. Look, besides our centre backs making mistakes, R- Tosin not as much, but it was more Colwell, and then it was Chalaba. He came in. This Gusto guy came in, and he was just like going, inverting, trying to control the game. From midfield, and like all these things that I was seeing that didn't make sense. Like Gusto in midfield, we already know he's not comfortable, so he's just trying to loose passes, losing the ball. There was even like 3 players made mistakes together. It was like wasn't Gusto messes it up, passes to Neto. Neto has a bad touch. It goes to Chalaba. Chalaba gets ripped. You know what I'm saying? By Delat. And he was like, "What is this?" And then you have the idiot goalkeeper that looks like a Hondo from SWAT. Man, like what's it, Shamamo, whatever his name is, bro. That's what he looks like, bro. He has the same beard as well. Overhit passes. Can't pass the ball out the box. Basically was like a mannequin in those two. There's nothing, well, to be fair, could have done, but if he didn't look like he could do anything. Statue was frozen. Every time he has to pass the ball out the back, he either passes it to the danger zone or passes it to the opposition, or when he clears it to the opposition. Bro, there's no hope. No hope. These things are on Maresca, bro. They are on him. No one else. We can't blame anyone else for that, bro. It's all on him. Do you get what I'm saying? So this put a big dent in our Champions League, especially when other teams might drop points. You want to be in pole position. You want to be the guy who's as close as to Forest as possible. Just make sure that if they drop off, we're in the best position. And we're not able to do that. We're not able to do that. And it's annoying because another, 2 points drop. Another 2 points drop. That's basically what it is. Nothing special, and it's just another 2 points drop. Now, your hope for top 4 just gets smaller and smaller and smaller by every single game almost. And the reason why the hope gets smaller and smaller is because the games you got coming up. Some of these teams we're playing. We got Liverpool, we got Newcastle, we got Fulham. So we've got all these teams that if we can't beat Ipswich, how do you expect us to beat those teams? So where's the 3, 4, 6, whatever points? Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? Caicedo, I think, was good today. Covered the field. Got us, back in a few times better than others. Cucurella got beat in the air once, but was doing what he can on the left. Sancho came on. I think he was a breath of fresh air. Do you know what I mean? And it was like some players just didn't do enough. How's Jackson moaning, putting on faces when he gets subbed off? When he's the one that missed the chance? When he's the one that hit the post? When you don't take your chances, when you get hooked off, you close your mouth and just get off the pitch, innit? I don't care who he brings. I need a goal, and I can't trust you to score. So how can you be moaning? When you had your chance, if you didn't have no chances, or you looked like you were about to score but you didn't, you did everything right, okay, maybe should have kept you on. But at that game, I didn't care that you didn't stay on. I didn't expect anything else from you because you weren't providing anything. This is where it ends, bro. When it comes to this rubbish, this is where it ends, innit? They need to do better. And it just feels like the more you see some of the actions from the players, from the managers, it just doesn't seem like it will get better anytime soon. It's basically just hope at this point, innit? It's just hope. Because every time you watch the game, there's some stupidness that you're seeing. When we conceded those 2 goals, you couldn't put it on Maresca. You couldn't really say it was Maresca's fault. Because you were like, you know what? 2 individual mistakes, nothing really tactical. We had, control. We had this, and that. Where are the changes? Where's Reece James? Where's this guy and that guy? You have the bench, bro. Use it. Use it. We might not have a certain amount of attacking threat, but bro, come on. Do you know what I mean? This is why I was annoyed about, getting Felix moved in January. that was a different, different type of player, more of an attacking player, maybe someone that can break a low block. All of these options that you can have on there. And we conceded at the wrong times. That's the problem. We conceded at the wrong times, bro. So that's where all the frustration comes from. And look, it's annoying that you have to see it like that, but at the end of the day, we have to do better, bro. If we want this top four that we need so much, we need to do better, bro. We cannot just rely on a conference league and blah blah blah. No, it's 5 spots for the Champions League, and we need to do better to make sure that we end up in that 5th spot. We need to end up in that 5th spot. I don't care if it's by hook or crook. I don't care how we perform, bro. Just win the games, get over the line, get yourself in that top 4 spot. And then finally, we might be able to shift some of these deadwood players, that keep underperforming, especially at certain moments in time in the games. And we're tired of this, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of this. And yeah, man, this game kind of like broke me, bro. Like, it's so annoying. Seeing that I started doing YouTube in October. Do you know what I mean? We were winning, we were playing well, everything goes well. We go into December, bad run, or even January, bad run. And I'm like, cool, maybe if we get our players back, we can start playing the way we played. Some of the games we lost because of some of the players that the manager picked. And that's where the frustration comes from, man. You have 1 or 2 games a week. You just had a break. So what is this? What is it that we're seeing? Yes, it was a good performance in the beginning, but as soon as we conceded those goals, where's the mentality? Where's that rugby guy that they brought in? Apparently was, supposed to raise the mentality in the team. Where is he? I ain't seen him. I mean, I ain't even seen like a different change in mentality in the team. So is he doing his job, or did we just bring him on for PR? So yeah, man, look. So what do you have coming up? We have the Europa League game. I think it's the Europa League game. And then let me have a quick look. I think it's what? You have the Europa League game, League at home, and then it's Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, United, Forest. Yeah, long season, people. Very long season. Listen, thank you if you tuned in all the way to the end. I just had to get this off my chest, man. Okay, it is what it is. Make sure you like it, make sure you're subscribing. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.